Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to show you how to use a reusable K-Cup in this older Keurig B70 Platinum Keurig machine. I just did a detailed review on this Keurig. It's kind of an older machine. This video is from 2021, so I just bought this off Facebook Marketplace. I kind of showed you what to look out for if you're going to buy one, so check out that other video. But today, say you've got your own coffee grounds, and so this is a perfect pod reusable K-Cup. I'm going to show you how to fill it up with coffee grounds. We're going to use a filter. I've got another video where I brew coffee with and without that paper filter, and you get sediment in your coffee if you don't use that paper filter. So this reusable K-Cup is really nice. It's got a wire mesh, and then the bottom of it's recessed, but we're going to go over that. Again, any coffee grounds that are ground to the medium ground, which is for a standard coffee maker, so if you'd buy these at Walmart, you know, they're going to sell coffee grounds that are made for like just a normal coffee pot. So here you have the reusable K-Cup, and here's a normal K-Cup. They're exactly the same size. Now, the Keurig machine normally punctures the bottom of the K-Cup, but this has got a little recessed area, so the needle's going to go there. It's not going to puncture this wire mesh. And then it's got a place, it's not going to puncture the top, it's got a place for the needle to go. But and it's got a nice O-ring seal, and when we finish, we want to make sure that is nice and tight and there's no coffee grounds in between that seal. So the first thing, again, these are perfect pod paper filters. These are usually really close to this, and it comes with this, you can buy this 2 tablespoon scoop with this little adapter on top, which is really nice. But again, a normal K-Cup has 2 tablespoons of coffee grounds in it with a paper filter. So we're going to put the paper filter in. Make sure you push it down because we need to make room. Even though it's kind of molded, you still need to kind of push it down to the bottom to make room for that 2 tablespoons is a lot of coffee. And make sure it's okay that the paper filter comes up above the lip, and because we're going to smash it down, but we don't want any coffee grounds. So for this, I'm just going to use normal Folgers Classic Roast. Like I said, it's got a really nice scoop. That's 2 tablespoons. I like to go just a little bit less than 2 tablespoons because that filter takes up some room. So we're going to put the lid on, kind of hold it, and then in one motion, you're going to dump it in and just raise it up. It's going to mound up on, it's going to make a little mound. That's okay. Now, we don't have any coffee grounds on this lip. That's really good. If we did, we'd have to get them off. Then in one motion, you're just going to close it and make sure that seals with no coffee grounds. And then make sure you don't have any coffee grounds on the outside. Now you do get some coffee grounds in this little where the needle goes. So I just normally just dump those right back into the coffee thing. So there we have our coffee reusable K-Cup. So we come over here, we treat this just like a normal K-Cup. So see how there's a needle in the bottom? We're going to put this in, but since it doesn't pierce it, it's going to sit flush. And then that top needle is going to go there. So don't force this. This should just go really nice and easy. See, nice and easy. Now with this machine, you've got a 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12 ounce setting. I like the 8 ounce with this reusable K-Cup, and with normal K-Cups, I use the 8 ounce. But if it's a little weak, just go over to the 6 ounce. If you want it really strong, go to the 4 ounce. But if you want it a little bit more, press this button. You can go up to the 10. The 12 ounce is really watered down. So I'm going to go right back to the 8 ounce. Okay, the 8 ounce. It's ready to brew. I've got the machine plugged in. I've got water in. And I've got it turned on. So now I just hit the brew now button. And within about a minute, it starts brewing. And you get a really nice hot cup of coffee, 170, with your coffee grounds. This is a really nice feature. The cleanup is a little tricky, but so there, in less than a minute, you've got a cup of coffee with your coffee grounds. So people ask me how this tastes. I've tasted the K-Cup versus, I've got another video where I taste Folgers out of a coffee pot, a K-Cup, and a reusable K-Cup. And I hardly can tell the difference. You know, the coffee pot might be a little smoother, but these taste really, really good. Yeah, that's a hot cup of coffee. So you may want to let this cool a little bit, but cleanup is pretty simple. You're just going to lift it up. Now this can be a little hot, but you're going to grab it. Now we got to empty out those coffee grounds. So again, let this cool, but you're just going to open the lid. And we're going to have to wash that off. But this filter basket, you can grab it. You can just beat it out and recycle it into a bucket. But there's what you get. There's your coffee grounds in the filter. Now that filter prevented sediment. Like I said, you don't have to use a filter. You can put the coffee grounds right in here, but you do get sediment in your coffee. And then we're going to take this over to the sink and wash it up with soap and water. So there you have how to make a cup of coffee with a reusable K-Cup. Again, I would do 8 ounces seems about right to run through there. You can run 12 ounces through there. It'll just be pretty weak. So again, I'm going to do it. My next video is going to be how to descale this. So I really like this machine. It's an older one. And thanks everybody for their support. And if you could, please like and subscribe.